Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Artie Hoffman. As promised, I am here ready to read all your questions. Well, not all your questions, as many questions that I could answer. I hope all of you had a really good week. It was a lot of fun over the last few shows that we've been doing. I've been getting a lot of positive responses, and I just can't thank you enough for tuning in from all around the world. I was so impressed because I honestly thought that this was just going to be a metropolitan thing, not realizing that people from different states, from Canada, from Europe, from South Africa, the UK, like all over the place. And this is really, really cool. And I can't thank you enough for tuning in. And I'm glad I can entertain you and answer your questions. Thank you for all your positive feedback. And there is a fellow by the name of John Boxer who won last week's reading for a free reading. So if you, John, if you give me a call, give me a shout, 732-778-7173, and call in for your free reading and we'll set it up, okay? So anybody who shares my video, you get entered into a free drawing. And thank you for all your beautiful hearts and all your thumbs up. That is really cool. I love it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just wanted to remind everybody, every single morning, or at least I try every single morning, I send out angel messages to the public, the special message for the day. So, check it out, my Instagram, and like it, and like the Facebook, and all that other good stuff. Now, there are lots of people who are trying to join into my Facebook, and Facebook won't allow me to take on any more Facebook friends as far as to join in with Facebook, but you could still, check it out through Facebook. You could still check out the show. You could still see what I got going on. So don't take it personally if I don't friend you, because Facebook only allows 5,000 friends, and right now I hit that mark, actually, which I'm kind of impressed about. So thank you very much for all your beautiful blessings and prayers. So if anybody needs any prayers upon somebody who you really care about, whether they're sick, they're going in for surgery, please, email me and let me know who they are, and I'll send it out to all my Earth Angel friends who do Reiki, and we'll send out our love and prayers. My email address is artiehoffman@gmail, ARTIEHOFFMAN @gmail. Also check me out at artiehoffman.com, and if you want free reading, free reading is only during the show, but if you want to sign up for a reading with me to do a session and you want to find out my rates, give me a call, because I do private sessions, whether it be in person or over the phone. I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person. So, check it out. And I also do parties, and I do events, and I do fundraisers and all that other fun stuff, and speakings. And pretty soon I'll be having a book coming out within the month, I assume. And it's really cool. So my number to reach me at, if you want to set up for a private session or a party, call me at 877-ANGEL-02, and or you can call me at 732-778-7173. And now it's time to start reading the questions. And I have my good friend Damon here.
Hey.
And, he all the way from New York, from Bronx, New York. Let's give him a hand.
From the Bronx.
He was a trooper. Came in to pinch hit when my honey couldn't make it today. So, all right, Damon, start reading off the questions.
All right, let's look at the first one here. Jamie George, will things get better with my daughter so she gets under control? Let me read it again. Jamie George, will things get better with my daughter so she gets under control?
Will things get better? All right, I'm looking at the angel cards right now as far as will things get better. You want to know something, things will get better, and just be patient with her. Try to talk to her. When she's freaking out, okay, while you're trying to talk to her, try to be understanding. Try to just say, okay, I understand. So while she's freaking out or going nuts, or, I'm getting the impression that anything that's past scratch surface, ask her, what's bothering you? Ask her, let's talk about it. And if she says, I don't want to talk about it, leave me alone, just, you got to be patient with her and just send her I love yous, and just, do I feel like it will get better? Yeah, your persistent patience of love will break her down eventually. It's going to be hard at first, but Dame, what's going on?
Good.
You're getting yourself better situated. Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Alrighty. So here we go. So that's your answer. Do I feel things are going to get better? Can they get better? Yes, it's going to be through communication. Just, keep up with it. Go ahead. What do we got?
All right. Kimberly Yaria. Will I be able to save up to buy a house in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years?
Yeah,
yes, the answer is definitely yes. So long as you're being very conscientious about your spending. And also what I'm getting is have a goal for you to hit every single month. So whatever amount of money that you need, let's say it's $20,000 or $10,000, whatever the mark is that you want to hit at the 2-year mark, give yourself a monthly goal so that you could hit it. And so long as you're setting yourself up with a goal and it's realistic, then you'll be able to save that money and say, okay, I could do it. But you got to set up that monthly goal so that when you're hitting it, and if you hit over it, then kudos to you. But it's all about, saving the money while you're making, more money, as far as putting in more hours or doing what you got to do. But if you're doing it just hoping to do it, it's going to be really hard for you to do. But if you set yourself up monthly goals that you're putting away every single month, then I really believe that you're going to do it, because it's going to be like, because it's realistic in front of your face as far as how much money you're saving every month. So that's your answer. Do I feel like you can do it? I believe in you, girlfriend. Go ahead. Go ahead. What do we got?
All right, next person, Christina Sorrow.
Christina Sorrow. Okay.
Sorrow. Will my long-distance boyfriend move to be with me?
Well, long-distance relationships absolutely suck. Let me tell you something. It sucks. It's torture. Because you get together, while you're together for the few moments, you're all happy and everything seems like it's going to be great. And, oh, baby, we're going to make it all right, don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden, when you're separated, if you don't get the kind of response that you want via text or a phone call or whatnot, it's like, oh, damn, it's like, what's the matter? You feel like something is wrong. And it's really, really tough. Long-distance relationships, a lot of emotions. It's a heartache. So your question is, will he move to be with you in the big circle, in the big package? So here I am. I'm looking at what the answer is. Hold on just a second. The angels aren't giving me a solid answer on this one. Hold it. Is he going to do it? Actually, I'm getting yes, but it's not going to happen as soon as you'd like. Do I feel like he's actually going to eventually move? I'm actually getting yes, but it's going to be longer than what you think. And I don't know how tolerant you are to keep on waiting. So I keep on hearing be patient. But what I'm getting, for this to happen, you guys need to visit more with each other or Skype more with each other, just to keep in each other's, aura or energy field, to keep that energy up. But if the energy ends up becoming more and more separate, I don't think so. I feel like the only way it's going to happen for him to move to be with you is to keep that loving energy going, whether it be via Skype or text or whatever it is you're doing. But long distance relationships, I'm not a fan of at all. The only time I could agree with long distance relationships, and I understand that there are people in different countries and they're sending money to their families and you have to, and it's still super, super tough. But with long distance relationships, like I said, unless if you're already engaged, unless if you're already married and then there's a separation because of, you're in the army or you're in the services or something, or there's a job and it's a temporary situation, that's a little different. But to start off a relationship or to find each other where the two of you are on the opposite ends of the earth or the country or whatnot, or a few states away, because a lot of times, you might have a great rapport emotionally, via text or Skype or whatnot, but a lot of times, the chemistry while you're physically together might not be the same, or one person's feeling it and the other person isn't. So that's really tough. But in your case, do I feel like the long distance relationship will work? Like I said, and do I feel like he's going to move towards you? You got to stay in constant contact with each other. And if it's not becoming naturally reciprocated, all I could say is let it go. But if he's willing to do, because this is a free will question, it's not like a definite yes or no. So if both your energies are in it together, yeah, it's going to happen. Okay, it is going to happen, but it's going to take a lot of patience on your part. So what do we got? Thank you for all the thumbs up, everybody. Thank you for the hearts and all the beautiful messages. I appreciate it.
All right.
What do we got?
Next person is Maureen McEvoy.
Maureen McEvoy.
Yeah, if I'm saying that great. Evoy, yeah.
Avoid. Okay.
Will I meet my soulmate?
Will you meet your soulmate? I am going to converse with my angel cards right now. Will I meet my soulmate, she's saying. Okay. It's going to take a little longer than you anticipated. I feel like, yes, you are going to meet your soulmate. I feel like it's going to be while you are away out of your area. I don't feel like you're going to meet your soulmate like in the local area or your local hangout. I feel like it's going to be while you're in a different state, believe it or not. Either while you're in a different state or in a different country visiting. But I don't feel like you're going to meet your soulmate right here. I feel like this other person is from a different place. And the two of you happen to be, and here I am talking about long distance relationships, but I feel like that you're going to end up meeting somebody where he happens to be actually from the same general area as you, you know? So will you meet your soulmate? The answer is yes, but not right away. When you have a chance to go away and have some fun, go for it, you know? Hopefully it's just over the border. So if you live in New Jersey, hopefully it's just in New York or Pennsylvania. But I just don't feel like he lives in the same state. So the answer to your question is yes, but just not right away. What do we got?
All right, next person is Elaine Marshall. Am I going to own my own home? Will it have what I'm looking for? Thank you.
Okay.
Love you, Artie.
Elaine, there you go. Will she own her own home? Absolutely.
American dream.
Huh?
The American dream?
Yeah, the American dream, to own your own home. And here you are, you're talking to Damien who does real estate, and my honey does real estate. So if anybody, you know, so out of the Bronx, you got to get a hold of me if you want to do real estate. If you're doing it out of Brooklyn or out of Staten Island, you got to get a hold of me to do real estate. I got you connected. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. So, but will you find the home that you're looking for? I'm getting yes, but it's going to take a little house hunt for you, okay? I have a feeling you're going to go through a bunch of houses until you find the one. I also feel like on the most part, the house is going to need a little work on the most part. But there's going to be like one room, or it's going to be the backyard. There's going to be one room, whether it be the kitchen, whether it be the great room, whether it be the backyard. But there's going to be one major thing about the house that you're going to say, yes, this is definitely for me. And you're going to feel it. And then everything else you'll be able to put together. So I'll say congratulations to you in advance. Go ahead. What do we got?
All right, next person is Tom Greenwood. Does my dad talk to my 2-year-old son?
Absolutely. Your son is always babbling on to your dad. As a matter of fact, he giggles a lot and he laughs a lot. And I'm getting, if I'm not mistaken, he keeps on, he giggles a lot when his stomach is touched. I feel like touching around his stomach area or pushing his button area. And your son like goes nuts and laughs a lot. But when your son ends up pointing a lot, yes, he definitely talks to your dad. And especially in the middle of the night, I'm actually hearing talking or laughter in the middle of the night in your son's room, again, which is your dad, which is really cool.
Nice. All right, next person is Amy Lynn Mann.
Am
I going to get married again?
Are you going to get married again? Hold on, I'm looking at the angel cards. Well, I've done it a few times. So, you know, I'm always up for a party. I'm not sure if I'm doing it for the relationship or just to have a party. Hey, you know, are you going to get married again? Actually, I'm getting yes, but listen. You know, a lot of people are afraid of marriage, and if they've been married once or twice. And I'm going to tell you something about, you know, people who've been married more than once or is afraid to get married again. You know, a lot of times people get connected to their past relationship. So they think that when they're getting married again, that they're going to fall into the same trap. Like they're going to fall into, I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to argue all the time. I don't want to argue about money. Is the sex going to be good? He wants it, I don't. Or I want it, he doesn't. You know, when you go into new relationships, it doesn't have to be a repeat of everything you've experienced in the past. You know, while you're going out with each other, you feel each other out. You find out, are you compatible? Is it really good? Is the chemistry right? Are you guys accommodating? Do you compromise? Do you care about each other's feelings? Are you supporting one another? So, you know, you might have like certain chemistry with one another sexually, or, you know, you're available, he's available, you know, you think he's hot, he thinks you're hot, you know, or vice versa, whatever. And it's like, that just isn't enough. Because there's a whole dynamic involved. You know, are you financially ready? Are you emotionally available? So all the dynamics need to connect for a relationship to work. But after you date, you know, for say maybe a year or two, you could figure it out. But, you know, is the chemistry right? You know, does your family mesh with him? Does his family mesh with yours? Or like I said, or hers or whatever. So there's a lot of dynamics involved as far as when you're getting into new relationships. Don't think that, you know, just getting into a marriage is like a prison sentence. You know, when you get married, you want to marry somebody who's like your best friend, or marry somebody who you're very comfortable with. And I'm a big fan of living together first before you get married to make sure the shoe fits, if you know what I'm talking about. So... But you want to make sure that you're emotionally compatible, because a lot of people will get along separately, but you don't know how well you get along until you like go away with each other, until you start living together, because you start finding out all the little quirks and innuendos about each other. So do I feel like you'll get married again? I feel like you can get married again, and I feel like you can get married again to the right person, but don't get married just because I want the relationship, I want the house, I want the family, I want the security. I got news for you. That's not good enough. You want to be with somebody first because you really love that person. You really care about that person. From that point on, that's when you want to share your life with somebody. You know, so it's not always a permanent thing. Sometimes it's temporary until you find out, is this person the right one, or is there enough accommodations for one another? So it's not always about just, you know, the hot chemistry or the physical chemistry or whatnot, but you got to make sure that all the dynamics connect. So don't be afraid of commitment. Don't be afraid of marriage. Just, you know, make sure that, you know, a lot of things connect, but not everyone's perfect. So are you willing to deal with other people's idiosyncrasies? Hopefully I said that word correctly, and forgive me if I didn't.
Idiosyncrasies.
Idiosyncrasies, thank you very much. So basically, you know, so your partner's an idiot. What can I tell you? Deal with it. But yeah, do I feel like you could get married again? Yes, but pick the right person because you really, really dig the person. If the person's being overly controlling or domineering and you're not able to be yourself, not a healthy situation. So even though they have many good qualities, you want to be able to be you in your relationship, and that's very important. So I wish you the best of luck. So can it happen? The answer is yes. Just be patient and make sure that the right one comes along. And I feel like I just heard something with Sagittarius. So it's going to be in the time of, I think around December is when you're going to meet this person, or this person's going to be a Sag. So, and I'm not even an astrology person. I just heard that word Sagittarian. So there you go.
Nice.
What do we got? Sorry for that long explanation, but I felt like a lot of people needed to hear what I just had to say. So,
okay, next person is Jerry Barcheski.
Jerry Barcheski. Okay, what did we got for Jerry?
It's actually Jerry, Geri.
Okay, cool.
So, does Dan have a message for me, is her question.
All right. Does Dan have a message for you? You want to know something? I'm getting there's lots of questions that he was asking towards. It's like somebody is very inquisitive, always asking questions, very inquisitive. I feel like there were lots of questions that weren't being answered before he passed away. There was a lot of uncertainties. I get this might have been medically, like things just were not being answered in the way that it should. Does Dan have another specific message for you? It's interesting. I'm seeing something like there's like a wood carving, and I'm seeing something about a wood carving. So I don't know if you have his name engraved in wood, or it's both of your names, or something about I love you, or a little chair. But I'm getting something about engraved with wood, either whether it be your name and or his name, if that means anything to you. So hopefully I hit for you. If not, maybe you'll figure it out later. Go ahead.
All right. Next person is Maria Witter.
Hey,
hi,
Maria
Artie.
Witter.
She said hi.
Hello there.
Will our beach property sell?
Will your beach
Another
property
real estate
sell?
question.
Oh, another. We're getting a lot of real estate questions. Cool.
You have to get your license pretty soon.
Uh-oh. Will your property sell? I'm looking at my angel cards because obviously I would say, yeah, it's going to sell. Eventually you have a house on long enough, it's going to sell. But I want to see if there's any specific messages. I feel like it is no, I definitely know it's going to sell. But there's going to be one or two investors coming to you that's going to try to take it from you. And I feel like it has to do with the buying. I feel like it has to do with, not the buying, the price. I feel like that if you lower your price a little bit, that you're going to be getting a bidding war with two people going back and forth. So don't be afraid to lower it just a little bit to draw in people. Do I feel like it's going to sell? I feel like you're going to get a very strong bite before the springtime is over. That's what I'm getting. So, but the pricing is going to have to probably come down a little bit. And like I said, there's going to be somebody who's going to try to steal it from you as far as a low ball bid, just to see how desperate you are. So, but hang in there and it will sell. Okay. It will sell. What do we got?
All right. Next person is Terry Todd.
Hey, Terry.
Is my mom sending me dimes?
You know she's sending you dimes. That's 100% a yes. And I keep on, if I'm not mistaken, I think you might be afraid to pick up a dime that's, she's telling me, don't be afraid to pick up the dime if it's not heads up. Or you'll take the dime and you'll flip it so it's heads up and then you'll pick it up. But she says, it's for you, it's for you. And I'm getting the impression it's either you or her that loves to shop. Because I just started walking in Short Hills Mall. Like in my mind, all of a sudden I'm in Short Hills Mall. And I'm seeing like a big round dome of water. It's like a waterfall with lots of coins and change in it. So whatever you do not go into the waterfall and take out all the dimes. Because that's cheating. All right, but is that from your mother? 100% yes. And I promise you, in a very, very near future, she's going to come visit you in your dreams or like in the middle of the night. And don't freak out or panic when it happens. Okay? What do we got?
All right, next. Oh, and last real quick question about
Sure.
dimes. I guess, do dimes have a meaning in the spiritual world? Just to add on to that.
Oh, do dimes
Because I
have a
used to
meaning?
come across that myself a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, coins in general have a meaning. As a matter of fact, this is really interesting. I got to share this with you. I did a reading with somebody a couple of weeks ago, and I said to them, your father is going to leave you paper money on the ground. I said, it's either going to be a $10 bill or a $20 bill. It's not going to be $1, and I felt like it wasn't going to be a $5, but it's going to be a $10 bill or a $20 bill. But I just want you to know that's going to be a message from your father to you. And wouldn't you know it, while I was in Jamaica last week, which I absolutely love, Montego Bay, Jamaica, you got to go there. It is to die for. If you go to Secrets or Sandals in Montego Bay, Jamaica, I promise you, a flawlessly great time. So while I was walking around the pool, I had to go to the bathroom. So while I was walking around the pool to go to the bathroom, I looked down and I found a $20 bill. So I picked it up and I said, "Hey, hello, Dad. How you doing?" So both my parents are in heaven, and they're around here. I know that they're around here. And I got to tell you something. All of you, I promise you, you're gonna love the movie called The Shack. It is so beautiful. I thought it was going to be a love story, and it turned out to be a very beautiful spiritual story. And it is about love, but it's more about spirituality and understanding about life and about forgiveness. Very touching movie. 100% bring the tissues. I cried, my girl cried a little bit, and not that we're bawling, but it's very, very touching. So I highly, highly, highly recommend The Shack, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Go ahead.
Amy Paul.
Amy Paul.
Is my grandmother near me?
Is your grandmother with you, near you? Yes, she is, and I'm also seeing something in regards to... she was known, if I'm not mistaken, she was known for her baking. Either she was always baking you things or she was always bringing in baked goods. But I keep seeing her like in an apron. And I keep on seeing something with like Mayberry RFD. She liked to watch the old time shows like Hogan Heroes, Mayberry RFD, all those old time comedies. Also, I'm getting something with Abbott and Costello, the old-time comedians. So is she around you? She's definitely around you. She knows that you have a piece of her jewelry. I believe it's either a ring or a necklace. And I'm hearing, oh my God, oh my God. And she's also saying that I believe that you or somebody within your family is having a hard time sleeping. And she said you need to change your pillow. The pillow isn't comfortable enough. Either that, I don't know if you just bought a pillow, and if not, you need to get another pillow or a different pillow. So that's what she's saying to you. Nice. What do we got?
All right, Tiffany Dawson.
Tiffany Meister, Tiffany Dawson.
She wants to know, how can I best lose weight?
How can you best lose weight? Okay, hold on. Alrighty. Okay. For you, it's all about being regimented, all right? I can give you solid answers, and there's a lot of people who can give you solid answers. But for you specifically, if you want to lose the weight, if you want to get a kickstart, believe it or not, I'm telling you something very cliche. I want you to either join a Jenny Craig or the Weight Watchers or something like that, because you're the type of person that if you're following a regimented plan, you're going to do it. If I tell you, just eat in small proportions, cut back on the sweets, cut way back on the carbs, go to a gluten-free diet, drink lots of water, and just walk every day. You don't have to do physical exercises every day, which would definitely help, but it's about developing your metabolism. But also take probiotics. All right, if you take probiotics twice a day, take it in the morning and take it at night. I just want you to know it cleanses your intestines and it literally clears the crap out of your system, and that's going to drop. If you drink soda and if you stop drinking soda, you'll instantly start to lose weight. Also, I take green coffee beans. When you take green coffee beans, you go to a vitamin health store for these products, what I was telling you. With the probiotics, you want to get the ones that are in the refrigerator because that's where it comes in its rawest form. All right, it's the best form is the ones in the refrigerator. It's a little pricey, but it's 100% worth it. And I dropped 22 pounds while I was on this stuff. So when you take green coffee beans, what it does is it balances out your sugar level. So even if you happen to binge just a little bit, it passes it through your system. And with the probiotics, it really cleanses out your system. So that's a great way for you to lose weight. So again, for you specifically, like I said, join a Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers, and once you start to drop, you're going to drop about 20 pounds within a month and a half. That I see. But then just eat everything in small proportion. Whatever you want to eat, it's got to be in a small proportion, and you're going to do it. I'm telling you, you're going to do it. And drinking lots of cold water and going for your walks, you're going to do it. So.
I'll just add real quick to that.
Sure.
In passing, a ketosis diet. That's one where you have no carbs. in particular. That's
What is that,
done.
like an Atkins?
It's not like Atkins. It basically you can either eat meat and vegetables or just vegetables, but it's no carbs.
No carbs.
No carbs, because basically the carbs are part of the problem, at least in our society.
Right. Also, for some of you, the best diet to go on is according to your blood type. So if you Googled what is the best according to your blood type, you know, everybody has a different biochemistry as far as what works best for them. So what I suggested to you, I know will help you, but if you also Google your blood type and what's the best diet, that would also help you out.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got?
Stuff. Next person, Jim Bradley. What's going to happen tomorrow? Now it's my life.
Wow, that is a general question. What is gonna what is gonna happen tomorrow? That's too much of a general question. I wish you're gonna wake up.
I hope.
You're gonna wake up, you're gonna see tomorrow. It's gonna be a bright sunny day. It's gonna be cold as hell. What is going to happen for tomorrow? Wait, I want to see if I can pick up something intuitively. What is going to happen for Mr. Bradley tomorrow? There's something there's going to be some kind of a shock in regards to electrical. I'm getting some kind of an electrical shock in regards to tomorrow. Also, I feel like tomorrow you're going to be bumping into somebody who you haven't seen in a really long time. It's going to be a spontaneous Yahoo. What else is going to happen for you tomorrow? Hold on a second. Somebody, if I'm not mistaken, either tomorrow or the following day, somebody is going to ask you to try something new to eat that you've never tried before. That's what I'm getting for tomorrow.
Nice.
But next time, just ask me a specific question. That's an open question. But I was having fun with you. I'm playing with you. All right. So hopefully something that I said will actually come true. Now, a lot of stuff comes true that I say. So I'm just playing with you.
Nice.
What do we got?
All right. Next one is Michelle Strutz.
Michelle Strutz.
Okay. Hi, Artie. Can you help the Delphi, Indiana police with any clues on who the person is and where to find the person who murdered two young girls, Abby Williams and Libby German, on February 14th? It has I have to click more to see more. It has devastated the folks here in Indiana.
Okay, well, this is the way karma works. That's very nice of you that you want to help them out. The family themselves need to reach me. I can't reach out to them. And it's all a karmic thing. So if they want me to help them out, have them, if you reach out to them, let them know I will give my services for free to try to find out what happened with their daughters. I need for them to send me a picture to my Gmail so that I could see a picture of their daughter and I could have a communication with their daughter. And I've helped out people with homicide before. And that big Bonet case also, I was given information. I was given information in regards to that girl as well. Lisa Bonet, I think that was, if I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think that, but that was from way, way, way back when.
Ago.
So, but I did help people find out a murderer, and I did help find out, with homicides. I've done that a couple of times. So if the family reaches out to me, Artie Hoffman at Gmail, I'm more than happy to help out the family, but I can't reach out to them. They have to reach out to me. So I just wanted everyone to know. Also, again, I'm just going to reiterate really quickly, and I apologize for this. If you want anyone who wants a personal private reading, I do that, and I host parties, or I don't host parties, but if you want to host your own private party, I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person. So you can call me at 877-ANGEL-02, and also check or call me at 732-778-7173. All right, 732-778-7173. If you want to reach me for, a private session or to host your own party, I travel all over the place. So, my attitude is if you're buying, I'm flying. Or like I said, if you want to email me, feel free to email me, Artie Hoffman at Gmail. Check out my website, artiehoffman.com. All right. I have a few events coming up. I'm going to be in Ocean City, New Jersey. Okay. I'm going to be in Ocean City, New Jersey, I think on March 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to be at Ocean County College in April. I think that's April 12th. So, again, check out my website on my events page, and you'll see, where I'm going to be doing readings for the public. And also, every morning, I do on Instagram, I give out angel messages, free angel messages. So if you want to know the sinew, if you want to know the message for the day with the angels for yourself, it's a good way to start off your day. I try to get there anywhere from 7 to 10 a.m. is when I first put out the messages. I admit once in a while I suck. Once in a blue moon I do forget because I get caught up in life and my schedule. So forgive me for that every once in a while. But I really do try to be very consistent every day. All right. So and listen, if for all of you who share my Facebook Live, you get entered into a free drawing. So and then you could win. You could possibly win a free half-hour reading, complimentary of moi. So,
nice.
All right. So who do we got, Damon?
Okay, next person here is Judy Ng. Does my son have a future?
Does your son have a future? He absolutely has a future. What I'm getting is, does your son have a future? It's a general question. Does your son have a future? The answer is yes. Does your son have a future? As far as to go into specific details, I don't know your son's name. I don't know if you're asking about overcoming a drug problem. I don't know if you're asking about his career path. So it's a very open-end question. So you need to generate that question. Now, you have to understand, everybody, that the reason why I ask for specific questions, it's not like, well, Artie, you're a psychic, you should know. You also have to understand that there's literally hundreds of questions hitting me at the same time. So there are times where I think I'm answering this specific question, and it turns out to be for someone else who could specifically relate to it. Now, a lot of times people, you as the audience have been very generous to me and have been sending out messages as far as letting me know, yes, Artie, that was true, or I couldn't relate, or yes, Artie, that came true, or yes, I could relate to this, that, or the other thing. So that's really cool. So that lets me know that I'm doing a good job. And so far every week, that's what's been giving me motivation to keep on going every single week, because I've been getting feedback from you guys and, for everyone who I'm reading. And if I could touch your heart or move you in some way, then, that makes me feel good. When I nurture your heart, it nurtures my heart. And that's why I love to do what I do. So I don't want you to think it's just about the money. It's not. Excuse me, my saliva just went down and down the wrong pipe. Hey. So I just want you to know I do give you my everything. So during this time, I'm more than happy to answer as many free questions as possible. But if you want, like I said, a personal reading or host your own party, just reach out to me afterwards or beforehand. You got the other 6 days and 23 hours to reach me. All right. So call me or email me or text me anytime. I'm good. I'll try to help you out. I'll try to help out a brother, right, or a sister. That's what I'm all about. All right, what do we got? What question?
Okay, next one is, let's see here.
Just want you to know we just hit you guys randomly, so it's don't take it personally. I know some people get upset with me because some people I might just happen to catch week after week, and it's the luck of the draw. And some people, I know you ask a lot of questions every week, and I thank you for that, So please be patient, try to be understanding. All right, go ahead.
Gerald Payran, if I said that correctly.
Go ahead.
Hi, Artie. Will I have any problems with my new van?
Now, what kind of negative affirmation is that? Will I have any problems with my new van? You know, when you start off a new relationship or you're starting a new job or with your van and well, you have problems with your new van. Obviously, it can't be too new. It's probably new to you. It's probably a good used van. But you want to know something? I am going to look at it because you asked. So I'm going to look at my angel cards and see, are you going to have a problem with your new van? Jerry, is he going to have a problem with his new van or is everything going to be cool? See, when you ask a question, you should ask it, is my van going to remain healthy? Is my relationship going to remain healthy? Ask in positive, not like, will my life suck? Will this relationship suck? Will this happen? Will that happen? Ask in positive. Think positive. All right? Positive thoughts plus positive actions equal positive results. Negative thoughts and negative actions equal negative results. So even in your prayers, say thank you, God, for whatever it is that you want. And say in positive. Don't talk out of pity. Don't talk out of, oh my God, my life sucks, or I'm so afraid, I'm so worried. Say thank you, God, for helping me overcome my problems and my worries. And thank you for the money. Thank you for the prosperity. Thank you for bringing into my soulmate. Thank you for always nurturing me. Thank you for always favoring me. You know, you got to keep on sending positive, positive, positive. But don't worry, I haven't lost track of you. Is your van going to be okay? And I'm getting yes. I'm actually getting yes. Your van, it might experience a minor glitch right from the get-go, a minor thing, but I don't think it's going to be a big thing. But overall, will your van do good by you? I feel like your van's going to do great by you. Just change the oil, everybody. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. And if you use synthetic oil, which is what I use in my car, you change it every 5,000 miles. But if you're perfect with that, I promise you're going to have a lot less problems with your vehicle. And it's going to last you for, 80 million miles. It'll last you forever, I'm telling you. So,
okay.
Go ahead.
Next person is Josie Porter.
Josie Porter. How you doing, Josie?
All right, Josie. Any health issues now or down the road? That's your question.
Okay, is there any health issues now or down the road? Actually, I'm getting everything overall pretty darn good. Now, I'm being honest with you. I'm not sure if it's whether it be you or somebody within your immediate family. I'm getting somebody in regards to dealing with either depression or bipolar, and I feel like that this person needs to see a therapist. Okay, that's what I picked up. As far as physical conditions. No, and I feel like also something with the weight is also something about, again, whether it be your weight or somebody within your family, their weight has to do with how they feel about themselves, which is also triggering off psychological issues. So it's also about getting your weight under control so that, you start to feel really good about yourself. Overall health issues, layoff. I'm going to tell you something that sounds cliche, and I'm sorry for sounding like this. Literally, cut back on your sugars, all right? And it's about eating a healthier diet, and that's what it comes down to. If you want more energy, all right, and if you want to feel alive, if you don't want to feel sluggish, you're going to have to stop eating like crap and start, having a healthier diet. And that's what it comes down to, If you eat, more of your raw vegetables and fruits and melons and all that other good stuff, and it's not that you can't have your pizza every once in a while and your fun food. That would suck. Nothing like doing everything perfect. What's the sense of doing everything ultra perfect and you live to 100? But if you're not enjoying your life, then what's the sense of living? But everything in moderation. So, all right. So that's your answer. As far as your overall health. Other than a few aches and pains here and there, but I feel like what you got going on, actually, there might be some type of arthritic situation going on in your body also. But people who are suffering from any kind of joint pains, all right, if you're suffering from arthritis or joint pains, I promise you, if you stop putting yeast in your system for 1 month, all right, you will notice within 3 weeks to a month, that your pains are going to go away. All your joint pains and ache pains are going to go away big time. But you need to cut yeast totally out of your system. That's a killer for you.
And just real quick, I've had issues with that. White sugar and, again, carbs. feed yeast.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to stay away from those if you want to kill the yeast in your system.
Yeah, the processed sugar and the carbs, and that's what it is. But that's our downfall, you know. Isn't that crazy that, you know, everything that we love in life is no good for us? What the hell's with that? You know? I mean, seriously, you know, God created all these awesome foods and all these great things, like, and unfortunately it causes cancer and causes heart disease and causes, but then stop making this stuff taste so damn good. Why can't the healthy food taste just as good as pizza and peanut butter and jelly and Captain Crunch and all that good stuff? I love this stuff. I love this crap, you know? It's like, oh, you shouldn't eat so much meat. It's not good for you. Well, then, you know, get them off the earth. What do you want me to tell you? I love it. You know, I admit I'm a hypocrite. I can never kill anything. I really can't. I can't kill anything. Like, if the world depended on me having to kill chickens and cows and stuff for people to eat, I don't know if I could do it. They might be starving to death. You might have to be eating on berries and crap like that, you know? And that's not one of my, you know, berries and stuff like that, that's good as an accent, but not as a main meal, at least for me, you know? But yeah, and I love my meat. I'm a hypocrite. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not big on fish. I like certain fish. You know, I like lox with my bagels. What can I tell you? It's the Jewish fella in me. I love Mrs. Paul's. I love to have my tuna fish. But as far as overall sushi and stuff like that, I'm not a seafood person. But I love my meat. I'll go into a seafood place with my girl and I'll order meat. You know, that's me. You know, I'll order meat. You know, I like my chicken. I love my meat. I love skirt steak and filet mignon and all that other good stuff. And oh, let me tell you something. They put the bread out in the front. Forget about it. I'm going to eat it. You know, I don't care if there's butter there or not. It's like I'm going to eat it. I'm sorry. That's just my chemistry. I like to enjoy. So if I get a little too stout, you know, around the midsection, then I cut back a little bit, and my vitamins will help me out. And it really does. It makes a huge difference. Okay?
So true.
So enjoy life, you know. Thank God created all these good foods. He created sex, and he created all this great stuff. He says, you know what? While you're dealing with lots of crap in this world, all right, a lot of lessons, you know, you're going to learn about forgiveness, about patience, about blind faith, and all these other attributes. It's like, I might as well throw some good stuff for you. And it's like, yeah, thank you, God. Throw me a bone, you know. So it's all good. It's all good. And, you know, there's a saying, wait, David's about to read some more questions. One of my friends said to me, he goes, Artie, you want to know something? It's all good in the end. And he goes, and if it's not good, then it's the end. And I said, that was really cool. So I remember that. There you go. You got a little Confucius out of me for you. There's your Chinese cookie fortune for you right there. Nice. If it's not good, then it's not the end. Because he said, it's all good in the end.
Okay,
what do we got?
Next person we have is Tabitha Rose. How is my dad's health? I'm so worried. His name is Carl Dietz. Carl Dietz, that is.
Carl Dietz.
Yeah, she wants to know how his health is.
Okay. Health. I am going to see how your dad's health is. I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, he has some heart issues. And I feel like he's got some hereditary health issues going on in his system as well. I could understand why you feel concerned about your dad and his health. And what I would like to do for you, okay, if you could email me, you know, artiehoffman@gmail.com. I said to everybody at the beginning of the show, I'm going to say it right now also, you know, if anybody has somebody whose health isn't the greatest and you need some prayers, it is a spiritual fact and it is a clinical fact that anyone who is prayed upon always does better. And sometimes somebody is not meant just to heal, to stay alive. Sometimes that's just their time. And sometimes with your prayers, it helps them go through a transition and to get into the next and make them feel as comfortable as possible. Now, I'm not saying that your dad is at that point. Don't get me wrong. But to put anyone in the best position possible, if you send me, and this is not just for her, this is for everybody, if you send me the name of who you wish to be prayed upon, It doesn't have to be about health. It could also be about life circumstances. Send the names over to me. Tell me the circumstances, and I'll put it out to all my earth angels. So we put our positive energy and positive prayers out there to you, because I want nothing but the best outcome, for your family's health, for your health, and for your overall circumstances. Okay, but you got to put your positive energy out there, and when you start to believe, then you could start to achieve. All right, and a lot of people, their attitude is, seeing is believing. But when you start to believe, then you'll start to see, and that's just the way it goes in life. And again, it's about blind faith. I was raised in a Jewish family, and the whole Jewish religion is based upon blind faith. It's not like, like the Catholic or the Protestant people, everybody else who preaches to Jesus, or whoever else you may, Muhammad, whoever it might be, and kudos to you. I'm not knocking it at all. But in the Jewish religion, there's no specific object that we pray to. We just pray to the Almighty God. We just, we put our blind faith that the energy of God, the universe, however you want to relate to God, him, her, it, whatever, but in the Jewish religion, we believe in blind faith. And we put our loving blessings, and we have what's known as the Torah, and, which is the scriptures from the Ten Commandments. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm trying to sell you off my religion. That's not my intentions at all. I'm just expressing to you that when you want to put your best foot forward, when you want things to work out for the best, it's all about having blind faith and just not giving up and just keep on putting positive energy out there. And even when you have your setbacks, it seems like God is punishing you, but it's like, you need more faith. You need to keep on pushing along. You need to change your game plan. You need to do something different to change things up. All right, but just know that your angels and God is always around you, and every day ask for a miracle. Every day ask for their assistance, and I promise you, in some facet, you're going to get it. And it's not that I'm special over everybody else. Like, oh, Art, you have such a gift that you're able to see things before they happen, or I could communicate to the deceased loved ones. That's not it. It's not that God chooses to speak to me and not to you. God speaks to everybody. It's just a matter of who chooses to listen. And I've said this many, many times before. All right? So, again, it's all about blind faith. And I do send out angel messages to all of you every single morning. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see today's angel message is. All right, and write down your affirmations. That's also important. And I promise you that your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. I promise you that they are, because we are not our body. Your soul and spirit is who you are. And so when your body, when you lose a loved one of somebody who you really care about, when the body physically dies, they don't die. My parents are in heaven. They passed away. I have friends who have passed away, but they're not dead. The physical body is gone, but their spirit, who we are, they're still alive. And that's why I'm able to give you messages from the other side, because they communicate to me in my thoughts and in my visions, and they come visit us all the time. And it's really cool. So I want you to check out also, I am going to be in Rhode Island on April 1st. All right. That week, I'm going to be at the Blue Ferry at the Stagecoach. All right. And I'm going to be doing like a little gallery. I'll be doing some private reads there. So if you're in Westerly, Rhode Island, I want you to check it out. And go to theblueferry.com, or you could check out my website on my events page, Blue Ferry, again, at the Stagecoach Inn. And it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a fun event, and I'll be reaching out to the loved ones. So if you're in the Rhode Island area and you want to meet me in person there, hey, I'd be love to meet up with you. It's going to be a lot of fun, okay? So, and again, I'm going to be at Compass Massage March 22nd. I'm going to be at Ocean County College in Toms River April 12th. So again, go to my events page and make an appointment. I would love to meet you in person. So, All right, so we got a few more reads going on.
All right. I have another person here who definitely we haven't gotten to. Tony Krill.
Tony Krill, how you doing, buddy?
He says, "Hey, Artie, do you see me at my job, or will I move on to something better?"
Okay. I am going to look at my angel cards. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why I go to my angel cards and say, you could easily say to me, Artie, if you're so psychic, then why do you need angel cards? Because naturally, the person within me wants to always give you positive feedback, because some people say, do you always give positive news? Is everything always going to work out? Sometimes I can give you answers just like that at the top of my head. And other times, I admit, there are times where I need to, I need a little assistance from the angels. So I don't know why we just froze.
That's a good question.
So there we go.
Kick
All right, here we go. I apologize for the freeze up.
A lot of people on, I bet.
What was that question again? I just lost track of mine.
Oh, let me go back. That's Mr. Krill, and his question was...
is he going to move forward with his job?
Yeah, what's going to be the situation with his job? Is he going to be at his own job, or is he going to move on to something better?
Are you going to move on to something better? I'm looking at the angel cards right now, and hold on a second. Well, right now, I feel like now's not the time to move. I feel like right now what you got going on, you have a niche. It's like what's going on. I feel like for the now everything is cool. I feel like, are you going to move on to something better? Actually, what I'm getting around the month of October, November is when it's going to be a good time for you to move on. All right, so don't jump ship just yet. I'm feeling now's not the time. I feel like I clearly see the month of October, November the latest, that's going to be your time to move on. So just be patient a little bit. But right now I feel like, even though things aren't going the greatest, but make the best of it each day. Not every day has to suck. While you're under circumstances in the now, and you can't change things, but you can change how you choose to deal with people. You could on how you choose to allow them to affect you. You can change on how you choose to look at your job. Rather than seeing yourself as a victim, like it's not giving me what I want, but is it at least supporting you to give you the money that you need? Is it serving a purpose now? So all of you who feel like I don't like my situation, you got to look at it. Well, is it giving me an educational purpose? Is it sufficing for me financially? Am I able to make contacts? Am I making friends? Am I doing this? Am I doing, try to look at it from a positive perspective and what you can get out of it, and try to give things your best. And I know it's hard when your personal needs are not being met, but your attitude literally changes the quality of your life and how things turn out. So, do I feel like you are going to move on? Yes, you are. But I feel like if you try to move right now, I don't feel like it's going to be your best move. I don't feel like right now is the time. A little later on, yes, just not now. But October, November is going to be a perfect time for you. That's what I'm getting.
Nice. Okay, Madeline Alongi.
Madeline Alongi.
Yes. Hi. Need to know if my dog is going to be okay. Has a bad ear infection, right ear. Been going to the doctors back and forth.
Okay. You are going to think I am crazy, okay? But I'm telling you, if you could get garlic juice, garlic comes in liquid form, put the garlic inside your dog's ear in droplets and try to put it in the ear. Garlic will cure ear infections. It cures it for human beings, and it will cure for your dog. You think I'm crazy? I'm not a vet, but I know that that's a healing antidote. Garlic liquid, that's it. That's your answer. So can your dog get better? Will your dog get better? Yes. I'm telling you, just put liquid garlic in your dog's ear, and you're going to see an improvement. I think you might be able to get this in I don't know if you can get this in a health food store or go to Whole Foods or something, but you want to get garlic in a liquid form, and I'm telling you, it's going to help out your dog's ear infection.
Nice. Okay. Next person is Teresa Young Falconer. Are there children in my future? Will I ever become a mom and have a family?
Okay. I am looking at the angel cards for this one because naturally, again, I would say, yeah, sure, of course. So is Teresa going to have a family? 100% yes. The angel cards are definitely coming up now. I feel like it's going to take it. They're showing compassion though with all of this, but I'm definitely getting that you are going to have kids. But I also feel like you're going to be needing some assistance. All right. I don't know. I don't feel like you're going to be able just to do it simply on your own. But do I feel like you're going to get pregnant? Yeah, and I feel like it's going to happen in the springtime. I don't know if it's this spring or the following spring, but I'm getting a springtime. Why not? The bunny rabbits get it done then, why not? So, but that's actually when I'm picking it up. So don't be afraid to go for extra assistance when your time is right. And yeah, I'm getting springtime, either conception or birth. And if it's not this spring, it will be by next spring. As a matter of fact, I see you with at least 2 kids, if not 3. So don't give up hope, all right? And it's a possibility you might be needing a donor. So, all right, go ahead. What do we got?
Okay, next person is, Jessica Carlson. Hello, Artie. Does my father have a message for me or my family?
Jessica Carlson.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank everybody for all your beautiful hearts and positive messages and thumbs up. That's really cool. I appreciate it. Keep the love alive. All right. What does Dad have to say to you? He's saying something about Jessica Carlson. Let's raise the roof. I don't know what he means by that. Let's raise the roof. Let's party. There's something about I have a feeling like there's a big celebration that's just about to come right now. And I'm hearing, let's raise the roof. Let's celebrate. There's a big Yahoo. He wants you to know he's going to be there also. And for some reason, I'm seeing something about the Looney Tunes. I'm seeing something specifically about Bugs Bunny or eating a carrot or something like that. Very, very cool. But now when he says raise the roof, so it's either telling me, well, I'm getting a few different affirmations about that. Either A, there's a big time celebration that's just about to happen now, or somebody's getting married, or there's an anniversary coming up. Also, let's see, let's raise the roof. It could be also needing to put an addition on the house. Let's raise the roof. Or the roof is going to need to be fixed. One of those things. So all you people are just too kind to me with all those loving hearts and your positive affirmations. I love you all. All right, everybody. So listen up. Here we go. Again, April 1st, I am going to be at the Blue Fairy in Westerly, Rhode Island. And I'm going to be doing a gala event there. Also be doing a few readings there. Also to let you know that on March 22nd, I'm going to be at Compass Massage in Ocean City. So if you want a personal private reading from me there or here in Woodbridge or over the phone, call me at 877-ANGEL-02 or at 732-778-7173. Check out my website, artiehoffman.com. Email me at artiehoffman@gmail. I will respond to you. Sometimes when you respond to me at Facebook, I'm a little slow at times, so don't get ticked off at me for doing that. And also, let's see, where else? And April 12th, I believe it is, I'll be at Tom's River at Ocean County College doing readings there too. So listen up, everybody. The show is over. I hate to go, but from my mouth to God's ears, may God bless all of you with lots of love, health, happiness, and prosperity. I bless all of you with lots of love and prosperity right now, so that all the angels are with you, by you, following you everywhere you go. So again, stay warm, stay during this cold season. Stay warm, stay happy, stay healthy. And until next week, everybody, I look forward to your messages, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Love you guys. Take care. Thanks a lot.